Hello and welcome to Newsfeed on Trust TV. My name is Dorcas Yakubzala, bringing you trending stories that people are talking about and sharing around the globe today, and also their opinions on such issues. Africa will develop when we look inward for solutions, says Tinubu. Federal government accuses Chinese firm of fraudulent attempt to strip Nigeria's assets abroad. Senator accuses Obasanjo of introducing corruption to NASS. Finland pledges swift action on Simon Ekpa during diplomatic talks. Now, top on what's trending, President Bola Tinubu has made a case for the development of Africa, calling on the continent leaders to come together and seek solutions to their problems. The president stated these at a dinner held in his honor at the People's Palace in Malabo, Equatorial Guinea. We have to develop our resources for our progress, find solutions amongst ourselves, and focus incisively on research and development and reward those research and development programs. We must bring out the results ourselves. We must not outsource them or sell them out. Tinubu was quoted in a Thursday statement by his spokesman, Ajiri Ngalali. Now, responding to that, someone said, says the government that has been collecting loans since they got into office. Another said, yes, sir, but when you feel unwell, where do you run to? How is getting healthcare abroad looking inward? Another wrote, looking inward means buying made in Nigeria cars for our president and all government officials. No foreign trips. In fact, we close our borders. Now, next on what's trending, Vice President Kashim Shettima has called on Nigerians to rally around President Bola Tinubu as he works to address the country's socio-political, economic and security challenges. This came as he said that his house in Maiduguri was better than Tinubu's house in Bodlon, Lagos, and that there was nothing special about the president's Bodlon house. Shettima spoke in Abuja on Thursday at the launch at the Department of Educational Management at the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. Shettima assured Nigerians that the benefits of the tough measures being implemented will soon be evident. Now, someone said, that's the new strategy to acquire a luxury house. Another said, what business were you doing to build such a house? The same politics? Another person opined, it's like this man is pompous and out of reality. Who is interested in the size of your house? But to give Nigerian benefits of good governance, when you die, it becomes someone else's property. Please stop the corruption and extravagant lifestyle. Nigeria is bleeding. Now, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 elections, Peter Obi, has described the report of the seizure of 3 presidential jets in France as another embarrassment which exposed failed leadership in Nigeria. A French court ordered the seizure of the jets following a contract dispute between Ogun State and a Chinese company, Zhongshan Funcheng Industry Investment Co. Limited. Now, someone said, what I don't understand is how an issue with a state government and private company matters concern presidential jet. Please, I need clarification. Another said, the hate for Nigerian president has blindsided many from understanding and interpreting news. Sadly, the haters will backbite and mourn till 2031. Another person wrote, shameful truly, but this Peter will be no get work. Meanwhile, the federal government of Nigeria has accused a Chinese company of subterfuge after a French court ruled in favor of the firm and granted the seizure of presidential jets belonging to the Nigerian government. In a statement on Thursday, presidential spokesman Bayo Onanuga alleged that the Chinese firm is trying to take over offshore assets of the federal government of Nigeria through subterfuge. In the dispute involving an arbitration award, the court in Paris ruled in favor of the Chinese firm, allowing it to seize 3 presidential jets on routine maintenance in France as security for claims in a decades-long judicial matter between the foreign company and the Ogun State government. Now, responding, if a Chinese company can do this to our Nigerian assets, I don't want to imagine what the Chinese government can do to us. Another said, make una pay the debt, so I no want hear justice for federal government. Another person wrote, make Chinese no start to dey seize Nigerians wey dey their country. Now, next on what's trending, the senator representing Kano South, Samaila, has accused ex-president Olusegun Obasanjo of introducing corruption to the National Assembly. Obasanjo had last week accused the lawmakers of fixing their salaries and allowances amid the biting economic hardship in Nigeria. But Kawu, who has been in the news recently over his comments about what the federal lawmakers receive, faulted Obasanjo's remark. Now, a netizen said, if Obasanjo introduced corruption, why is it difficult for you to learn from it and do the right thing? Must you repeat that same error? Another said, accuse him all you want. He played to the gallery while he was president based on what will give him the result. Meanwhile, NASS should not fix their salaries. The bureau in charge of this should do this. Another person wrote, I really don't know if all these people know that foreign investors are always reading and listening to our news. Who will invest in the country where the judiciary and legislators agreed to be very corrupt? Now let's take a quick break, and when we return, the program continues. Stay with us. Welcome back, it's Newsfeed. Now, Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed has expressed confidence that former President Goodluck Jonathan would excel in a future presidential role, highlighting the significant reforms introduced during Jonathan's tenure. Mohammed praised the achievements of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), citing President Olusegun Obasanjo's contributions to telecommunications, agriculture, and infrastructure. The only carriageways we have in the northeastern region are from the Obasanjo era, Mohammed said. Now responding, someone said, is Jonathan the only leader available to hold the reins of presidency in Nigeria? Another said, we know, but were we any better with him? I suggest a stronger character with a track record of zero corruption. His name starts with P. Another person opined, he had his chance and blew it. It's time to move on. He is not the right person for the job. Next on what's trending, Minister of Sports and Development John Eno says some government officials will be relieved of their responsibilities if findings prove that they contributed to Nigeria's medal-less outing at the 2024 Paris Olympics. The minister on Wednesday told newsmen that all of the issues that arose at the Games will be interrogated. All of those things I am going to engage. I am going to interrogate, he said. You don't fire unless you interrogate. I have always stated my determination that I am not going to allow things to lie down. I am going to take them up one by one. Now responding, someone said, okay, sir, bring your head down, make we roll am first as sports director. Another said, how many gold medals has the minister won for Nigeria? Another person wrote, please let's start with yours. But on a serious note, what you guys fail to understand is that participation requires long-term planning and commitment from you and the team respectively. You all are simply clueless. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited said it has uncovered and confiscated products from 63 illegal refineries in the past week. A documentary by the company on Wednesday said in the past week, 19 illegal pipeline connections and 63 illegal refineries were uncovered in the Niger Delta. The company announced the development amidst fresh concerns over the delay in the commencement of operations by the Port Harcourt refinery as earlier announced. Now a netizen said, so individuals can build and run illegal refinery, but government cannot run proper refineries? Another said, government should integrate these refineries into full business entities. This shows that we don't need billions to make a refinery to work. Just what CBN did to POS agents should be done to them too, to stabilize the market till the big timers come in. Another person opined, get to work and get the refinery started. That's the task at hand. Now, the Finnish government has assured Nigeria that the legal proceedings involving Simon Ekpa, a controversial figure in the prescribed indigenous people of Biafra, will be soon concluded. Finland's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Elina Voltanen, provided these assurances during a press briefing in Abuja on Tuesday. Ekpa, who resides in Finland, leads a faction of IPOB known as Autopilot, which has been pushing for the creation of an independent state of Biafra encompassing Nigeria's southeast and parts of the south-south regions. He's also alleged to have played a key role in instigating violence in Nigeria, particularly through the enforcement of a controversial sit-at-home order and other attacks targeting security personnel. Now, someone said, about time, he can't just sit over there while causing trouble in Nigeria. A guy said, I feel so sorry for him. So many people have died all because of his stupidity. His case will be treated more than a genocide. Another person wrote, Nigeria's government can't wait to welcome him. Please make it fast. A 71-year-old man who spent nearly 5 decades in prison for a murder he did not commit is to receive $7.15 million settlement from the U.S. city that convicted him. Client Simmons, who is black, served more time behind bars before being exonerated than any other inmate in U.S. history, according to the National Registry of Exonerations. Simmons was released last year after serving a total of 48 years, 1 month, and 18 days in prison. On Monday, councillors in Edmond, Oklahoma, voted to proceed with a settlement for Simmons to resolve claims against the city and one of the detectives who helped put him away, public records show. Now, someone said, what about his mental health due to the experience in prison and for wrongful accusations? No money can heal him. Another said, what value is the money to him after losing half of his life? Another person said, I think this compensation payment is too small. He should get $1 million for every year in prison. And now to a funny video depicting money solves problems. Take a look. And that's it. You're up to date with trending stories across the world. Follow us and subscribe to all our social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X. Until next time, goodbye.